All right, let's talk about saving. Ever look at your monthly budget and think, can I really turn these small bits of leftover cash into something big? Well, the answer is a definite yes. Today, we're going to break down a super reliable, classic way to do just that, the post office recurring deposit account. Let's get right into it.
So let me just ask you straight up. Do you want to turn small, consistent monthly savings into a really big benefit? If you're nodding along thinking, yup, that's me, then you are in exactly the right spot. Because that's what this is all about. So first things first, what even is a recurring deposit account, or an RD? You can think of it like a supercharged piggy bank. You know, one that's on a schedule. You decide on a fixed amount of money and you pop it in every single month for a set period. The best part? This piggy bank pays you interest. It's a guaranteed return. So simple, but really, really effective.
So what's the catch? How much do you need to start?
Okay, this is my favorite part. The minimum is just 100 rupees a month. That's it, 100 rupees. Now there's no maximum, so you can go as high as you want, but the fact that you can get started with such a small amount makes it accessible to pretty much everyone.
All right, so you're thinking, I'm in. How do I start? Perfect. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Section 1, opening your account.
You're probably expecting a mountain of paperwork, right? Nope, it's so simple. You just need 3 things. That's it. 2 little passport-sized photos, a copy of your Aadhaar, and a copy of your PAN card. That's the whole list. Easy.
But wait, what if you're thinking, oh, I don't have my PAN card right now? Don't worry, they've thought of that. You can actually use something called Form 60 to get started, and then you've got a whole 6 months to submit your PAN. So yeah, no more excuses for putting it off.
And it's super flexible with who can open one. You can open one just for yourself, of course, or you can have a joint account with up to 3 people, which is awesome for couples or families saving for something together. And you can even open one for a kid as their guardian. Imagine setting them up with that kind of head start. Really cool.
Okay, so your account is open. Congrats. But now for the really crucial part, making it a habit. Let's jump into Section 2, your monthly deposit routine. Okay, deadlines. This looks a little complicated, but it's actually super simple. It all depends on when you opened your account. If you opened it between the 1st and the 15th, you have until the 15th of the next month to make your deposit. If you opened it later in the month, from the 16th on, you get until the very last working day of the next month. It's just a little rule to remember to keep everything on track.
So, what happens if life gets in the way and you miss a payment? First off, don't sweat it. The penalty is tiny. We're talking 1 rupee for every 100 rupees you are supposed to deposit. It's really less of a penalty and more of a little nudge, you know? A reminder to get back on the horse.
And they make it really easy to pay. You can totally go old school and pay with cash at the post office, or you can do it from your phone using the India Post Payments Bank app. But here's the pro tip. You can set up standing instructions from a post office savings account. That way, it's all automated. Literally, set it and forget it. That's how you build a habit without even thinking about it.
All right, building that saving muscle is the main goal. But guess what? There are some really cool perks that come with this account. Let's dive into Section 3 and unlock these special features.
Now, this is one of my favorite features. The post office literally pays you for being ahead of the game. If you deposit for several months in advance, you get what's called a rebate. It's basically a little cashback bonus. Check this out. If you pay for 12 months all at once, you get a 40 rupee rebate for every 100 rupees you deposit each month. How cool is that? It's a reward for being a super saver.
And the perks don't stop there. There's some real flexibility baked in here for peace of mind. For example, after a year of saving, if you have an emergency, you can actually take out a loan for up to half of what you've saved. And look, if things really change, you can close the account after 3 years. Or on the flip side, if you're loving it, you can just extend it for another 5 years when the first term is up.
Okay, fast forward 5 years. You've been consistent, you've stuck with it. Now we get to the best part of all, the payoff. Section 4, maturity and your money.
So, let's talk numbers. What's the interest rate? Right now, it's a very nice 6.7% a year. But here's the magic word. It's compounded quarterly. What does that mean? It means 4 times a year, they calculate your interest and add it to your balance. Then, the next time, you earn interest on that new, bigger balance. It's your money making money, which is how things really start to snowball over those 5 years.
So yeah, you stick with it, you make those deposits month after month for 60 months, and those small amounts really grow. They balloon into something significant. Let's look at a real-world example from the source material to see exactly what I mean. Okay, get this. The example in the source uses 1,500 rupees a month. If you save that every month for 5 years, you'll have put in a total of 90,000 rupees, right? Well, at maturity, you'd get back over 1,07,000 rupees. That's a 17,000 rupee profit, just for being consistent. That is the power of compounding, right there.
And then, the source material says something a little wild. Right after that example, it actually says, and I'm quoting here, meaning a chance to become a millionaire in 60 months.
Okay, hold on. Obviously, 1 lakh is not a million rupees, so let's be real here. What they're trying to say, I think, is about the mindset. It's about that millionaire discipline. The quote, while a bit over the top, perfectly highlights the core idea. Taking a small, manageable amount and through sheer consistency, turning it into a really substantial chunk of money in just 5 years. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about building wealth the smart way, 1 month at a time.
And really, that's the whole story. The post office already isn't some magic trick. It's a get-rich slow and steady plan, and that's a good thing. It's proof of what a simple habit can do. So it just leaves one last question, really. And this one's for you. What could you achieve if you started your own small, consistent savings journey today?